People head for the hills in large numbers, often packing for a simple, sunny afternoon stroll. But weather in high elevations moves fast. In a matter of minutes, clear skies can be replaced by plummeting temperatures, heavy snow, and a true survival situation. Many hikers assume they can just pull out a phone and dial for help, but rough terrain and deep valleys block signals. Relying solely on your cell phone in the wilderness leaves you entirely cut off when things go wrong. Getting out safely requires 3 specific steps. Step 1 is assembling a pack with 10 core essentials. Step 2 is locking in a fail-safe trip plan. And Step 3 is mastering a manual ground-to-air signaling technique. When you combine the right physical gear with a pre-arranged communication protocol, you stop relying on luck. You guarantee that if you miss your return time, trained search and rescue teams will actively begin hunting for your specific location. Every time you step onto a trail, you need a basic metabolic and medical foundation. That means loading your day pack with a first aid kit, a map, a locking knife, reliable fire starters, and an extra windproof or fleece layer. This timeline chart compares how you secure clean drinking water. While chemical purification tablets are light, you have to wait hours for them to work. A physical water filter processes water instantly, making it immediately safe to drink when losing fluids rapidly on the trail. For emergency food, you want dense, complex carbohydrates like protein bars. The standard protocol is to wait 24 hours before eating these rations, relying on your body's stored energy first. You only break this rule if you are dealing with high altitude or freezing temperatures, where your body requires immediate fuel to generate warmth. To protect against the elements, you need 2 specific items: an emergency sleeping bag lined with heat-reflective foil and an orange tube tent. Both have a minimal footprint and will easily fit inside a small pack. By packing these core shelter and metabolic tools, you seal in your shared body heat and maintain your blood sugar. You buy yourself the crucial hours required to safely outlast an unexpected night outdoors. Now that metabolic needs are covered, dedicate the most accessible pocket strictly to signaling equipment. Your voice cannot pierce through wind or river noise. You need a whistle. Look for a P-less interior chamber. A moving ball design will seize up if wet. A P-less design works even after being completely submerged in water. You also need a way to catch the eyes of an aircraft using a specialized signal mirror. Notice the star-shaped mesh aiming hole on the back. This design allows you to look directly through the mirror, ensuring your reflection hits a target miles away. If you are traveling alone, add a personal locator beacon, or PLB. When activated, it pushes a 406 MHz signal straight to orbiting satellites, locking your coordinates to within a 100-meter radius for rescue teams. Your water and emergency blankets keep your organs functioning through a cold night. This dedicated communication gear is what actually pulls you off the mountain. Step 3 happens before your boots hit the dirt. You must create a physical trip notification plan and leave it with a reliable contact while you still have a cellular connection. This document requires specific data points. List the group leader's name and the exact number of people in your party. Detail any pre-existing medical conditions and record the make, model, color, and license plate of your vehicle. Next, you define the absolute deadline. Write down the exact hour you expect to return, and more importantly, the exact hour your contact is instructed to call the local police if they haven't heard from you. Attach a recent photograph of yourself and your parked vehicle to this document. When search teams begin their work, they will use your car to establish a confirmed last known position. By establishing this hard deadline and leaving precise coordinates, you create a fail-safe trigger. Even if you are injured and cannot call for help, a multi-agency rescue operation will launch on schedule. If you step off the trail and lose your bearings, your physical response dictates your survival. Stop moving. Sit down. Drink a little water. Do not let panic dictate your next move. Trying to guess your way out usually makes things worse. A GPS showing a straight-line route back to your car might direct you over an unstable cliff edge or into a raging river. Continuing to walk simply turns you into a moving, hidden target. Stay put and begin your audio signaling protocol. Wait 2 hours past the overdue time you wrote on your trip plan. Then blow your whistle 3 times in a row, stop, wait 10 minutes, and repeat. When daylight breaks and you hear an aircraft, switch to the V technique. Hold up your hand in a peace sign. Position your fingers so the target aircraft is captured precisely in the gap between them. Next, bring your mirror up close to your eye. Look through the mesh aiming hole and sweep the reflection across the gap in your fingers. The moment you see sunlight flash between your fingers, your signal has hit the aircraft. Conserve calories by sitting still. Cut through noise with a whistle and reflect glare into the cockpit. You transform from a lost hiker into an undeniable stationary beacon. Your day pack holds the necessary caloric and shelter items to outlast the night. Your signaling tools are secured in the outside pocket, and your precise location timeframe rests safely with a trusted contact. You've stripped away the guesswork. Executing these steps eliminates the panic of the unknown, replacing fear with a reliable system for your extraction. Because the ability to truly enjoy the quiet of the wild comes directly from the confidence of